Today I was taking my kayak to places that normally you can't fit a boat, like under this bridge here. I sat on the deck and I had to fold the chair down. The new kayak is a lot bigger than my old poor man's kayak, but it's still small enough to fit under bridges and in these tight places. Today the tide was coming in, so even with my kayak, I was sure that I wasn't going to be able to get back out that way, not until the tide started going back out. The reason that I fit through there this time was because I was able to take the rods and lay them down in these convenient tubes here on the Hobie. Just stow my gear underneath there. And now I was good to go pretty much anywhere under tight places like that little bridge, or up ahead where I knew there was a mangrove tunnel. This is the entrance to the tunnel right here. I had spotted it on Google Earth. There it is right there. If you zoom in, that's the entrance where I'm about to enter the tunnel. I had never been to this spot before, but I scouted it out on the computer from the satellite imagery, and here it is, right where the computer said it would be. The nice thing about coming in here with this kayak is that I didn't have the paddle sticking out past the edges of the boat. I knew as long as the width of the boat fit in between the mangroves, well, that should be okay. And as long as there was enough water for the fins to do their thing. I didn't feel them hitting the bottom, so I felt like I was good to go. The only thing I had to worry about is whether or not it was going to get really skinny in here. Again, I'd never been here and I didn't know if I was going to be able to go all the way. Again, according to the satellite imagery that I saw on Google Earth, this path went all the way through. However, it did get really skinny in spots. I didn't know if I'd be able to get to this point here, where it obviously got a little bit wider. I was about to find out. This was definitely not a place for the faint of heart. All over the place there were little crabs in the trees. That wasn't my main concern. My main concern were spiders and snakes. I pulled my way along the path little by little. Literally, sometimes it got so tight I had to pull myself by grabbing onto branches and pulling the kayak forward. It felt good when I came out of the really tight spots and got to see a little sky above me. That's a lot better. But it wasn't gonna last. What to do, what to do. It was either forge ahead or turn back somehow. Most of these places were too narrow to turn the kayak around. It was hard enough just getting through some spots. I was a little bit worried. I wondered if at any moment I would come across a log across the water, blocking my path. This is one of those spots where it got so narrow, I didn't even bother hitting the pedals. I just kind of pulled myself along. It got really claustrophobic in there, I'll tell you what. It was nice to finally come to a place where it was open again. It definitely felt a lot better out here. I got to stand and stretch my legs right up ahead. It looked like it was about to get skinny again. The tide was coming in pretty hard too. It was pushing me sideways. It was good because I knew I would continue to have plenty of water. Real good, because when I touched the floor with the paddle there, it was soft and gross, not a place you would want to stand. Time to enter the mangroves again. This place was pretty gnarly. I couldn't even see the water up ahead. It really took some doing to pull myself into this hole, not knowing if I'd be able to get back out. Again, up ahead. Daylight. So far, the satellite image was correct. It did continue. Outside again. Nice to see daylight, I tell you what. It was a hot day today too. It was nice to feel a breeze as I cruised along this thicker spot where there was more room in between the trees. It was kind of looking like I wasn't going to have any more problems. I was feeling good.
goes up a little bit. And no, not so much. Alright, well, here we go again.
Back into the trees. I was feeling spider webs on my face. At least I hadn't seen any snakes so far. And I really was at this point hoping that I could get all the way through. I wouldn't want to have to turn back. And then daylight again. I got some speed up and I felt the breeze in my face. It was looking like we were going to make it. And right up here, I saw a stake next to the trees and a little intersection that I recognized. I had made it. This spot right here, I'd been here before, up this bigger creek, and I actually made it through this skinny area here, which eventually lets out into some open water. I made it! Even with my new kayak being 50% longer and a bit wider, it still fit into a skinnier spot. These fins are really paying off. I can go faster when I'm out in the open, and I can fit tighter places. There up ahead is the opening. That leads me out to the grass flats and the bigger spots in Tampa Bay. Pretty cool. I'm digging this new kayak for sure. Thanks for watching, everybody.